Hi guys, my name is Allie. Sorry if today's video is a little bit wobbly. Look who it is, of course. My cat is always with us. So I'm in like my back storage room. So if you hear him climbing around, don't be surprised. Cause my boyfriend and his friend are playing video games out there. So this is what we're stuck with today. And if it's a little bit wobbly, I'm like using a selfie stick to record today instead of like setting it up, my stick up somewhere else. Because there's really no other good place with good lighting to film. Sorry if it's wobbly, but I kind of wanted to talk about today some of the dangerous situations that I have gotten myself in due to my addiction. Oh, excuse me, I just burped. Oh my god. Sorry. But due to my addiction and using drugs. So we're going to talk about some of the things that I went through. I don't know if I mentioned. Oh my god, guys, I'm so sorry about my cat. Say hi, Mitter. Oh my gosh. He's so nosy. He loves me. This is my son, and he never leaves me alone. There he goes. Okay, so his back room is like a little like playground for him, and he's about to attack the camera. Okay, so let's get into it. I don't know if I mentioned, my name's Allie, and I am a recovering heroin addict. But yeah, anyway, like I said, let's get into it. So I'm going to start off by saying that I have gotten myself into many dangerous situations, but I'm just going to talk about a few here. So a lot of these situations were me going to meet my dealer at the time, and a lot of things would happen to me. This one time, I was walking to go meet my dealer. It was, of course, it was dark out, and it was in one of the streets in my city. My city is somewhat dangerous. I've lived here my whole life. It's Troy, if you guys don't know. It's near Albany. It's Troy. It's really small. Everybody knows everybody. But anyway, this guy asked me for a lighter. I was by myself. I was actually walking back after copping what I needed, and told him I didn't have a lighter, and I proceeded to walk to my car. I had parked my car down the street, and I start speed walking because I was like sketched out already, and I noticed that the guy was also speed walking. He was speeding up as I was speeding up. So I sprinted. I ran straight for my car. I got in real quick. I locked the door. All of a sudden, this guy is banging on my car door. He is telling me to open the fucking door. He's grabbing my handle and fucking yanking it. Sorry again if this is wobbly, guys. I'm getting into it. But yeah, he was yanking my car door handle and all of that. Banging on my window. So a good first thing I did when I got in the car was lock it. If I didn't, I don't fucking know what would have happened to me. But anyway, that was one of the things that happened to me. I ended up speeding off, and he didn't chase after my car. He kind of just stood there. I didn't really look behind me. I just sped off, and the only thing I could think about was getting out of there. Another time, I was also walking back from meeting one of my dealers. This was a different guy, different street, same city. There were three guys. They were probably a little bit older than me. I'm 23. It was dark out, of course. And I was walking back to my car again, and I always if they usually want me to park, my dealer usually wants me to park my car down the street. So my boyfriend wasn't with me again, and like I said, there was 3 guys. They approached me as I was walking down the street, and they were like, "Hey, yo, ma, where are you going? Blah blah blah." I kind of didn't answer. I was like, just walking to my car, going home, I think I said, and I just kept walking past them, and they start to like follow me. I wasn't too far past them yet, and one of them grabs my arm and is like, "Nah, you're coming with us." And I snatched my arm back, and I was like, and I didn't say anything, and I started running, and one of the other guys caught up with me, and he also grabbed my other arm. He was like, "Nah, you're coming to our apartment. You can do this the easy way or the hard way." And I ended up pretty much screaming. I started yelling, like, "Get the fuck off of me, blah blah blah." I can't really remember what I said because it was so in the moment, and I was so like in shock. And I snatched my arm again, and I ended up running to my car. They didn't chase after me after that. I got in my car, and I of course sped off. But yeah, I think they got the point. But like, the gist I'm trying to make is, be careful as a woman. I mean, as a man too, but usually as a woman. Like, I'm 5'2", I'm 115 pounds, and I'm a little small, like, girl. So people see me as an easy target, and if you're like me, I would really suggest always having somebody with you, or always having somebody at least in the car. Where are you going? Anywhere, not just to get drugs, but this can happen to anybody, anywhere. And another scenario very similar to the 2 I just said has happened too. That wasn't a cop, though. That was actually leaving my grandfather's house, which was in a pretty bad area. So well, I'm just going to group this situation kind of into one. So no offense, like, if any of my old dealers are watching this, but pretty much like all of my dealers that I've had, always, every time I'd meet them, they kind of thought that they could just do whatever they wanted to me, and they'd be like really handsy and really touchy-feely and always trying to get me to have sex with them. That is something I dealt with all the time, almost every day, with every dealer that I've had. Because unfortunately, the thing is, a lot of girls, they will have sex with their dealers to either get a discount or get free drugs. And that's a sad truth for a lot of women. And a lot of women do that as a occupation, but I am not that type of girl. Not saying that I did not do that before, but I would never have sex with one of my drug dealers, because I know that, well, first off, I have a boyfriend who I am totally in love with. And even if I was single, I would not. But those dealers are probably having sex with the other girls that they sell to, who probably, more than likely, use needles and share them, and at least 1 or 2 of them, at least, are sex workers, and they probably, sell their body for money or drugs. And that's just, like I said, that's just a sad reality for a lot of girls. But a lot of girls don't mind doing it, to be honest. But I'm just saying, that is why I would never give in or have sex with any of my dealers. Be careful, and always remember that you are probably not the only one he is trying to have sex with, which I'm sure you guys would already know, but I'm just, reminding you. So anyway, yeah, I would deal with that a lot. Some of them have even, like, pulled their pants down and whipped their shit out and, like, try to force me to. Like I said, I dealt with a lot of touchy-feeliness. You just really have to lay down the law with these dudes, until they understand that it's not going to happen. But a lot of them just don't give up. So pretty much I dealt with that for years. I think not even just with dealers, just guys in general, but more so with dealers. A lot of them have done really nasty things like that, like trying to force you to have sex with them, pulling their shit out when they shouldn't be, you know, pointing to their hard teeters. We're gonna call it a teeter because that's what my family calls it. But yeah, just a lot of peer pressure and a lot of men with money thinking that just because you do drugs that you will do whatever they want you to do and that you will just have sex with them, which is not true. I work my ass off for my money, and so does my boyfriend. He works his ass off for his money, so I don't need to do that. In the past, have I had to have sex with someone for money? I did in the past, and it was only with one person, but I will get deeper into that, and I can't believe I just admitted that on camera, but I think I've already hinted to it in other videos, but I will go deeper into that when I'm more comfortable. But yeah, so another situation that was pretty crazy. So I used to leave work around the same time every day, and at that same time I would go to meet my guy to cop. And this day I got out of work a little bit later than usual, so I showed up later than usual at this guy's house, and it just so happens when I showed up I saw that there was a bunch of cops outside, blah, blah, blah. So I called him. I'm like, hey, what's going on? Of course I didn't get out or do any of that. I parked down the street. And he was like, our house just got shot up. The whole porch is shot up. Our windows are shot up. Bullets were flying across our heads. We're sitting down watching TV on the couch. Bullets flying past our heads. The bullets went into the TV. The porch is all shut up. The door. And it happened at the same exact time that I show up there every day. I very much could have gotten shot that day if I had went there at that time. So it's pretty crazy. You know, this lifestyle comes, like I said, at a high price. And I didn't care about that price, but I probably would have thought a little differently if I ended up getting injured that night, or if one of those guys that chased me would have gotten a hold of me, or if one of my dealers actually held me down and tried to assault me that night. So yeah, a lot of things have, sorry guys, a lot of bad things have happened to me, and I put myself in a lot of bad situations. That is just some of them. There are many more. Those are the most recent ones that have happened to me. But my boyfriend went through hell and back to get me some legal pepper spray. So I carry that around in my keychain all the time. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please like and subscribe to my channel and share this video where you can. I will leave the Rensselaer Recovery Helpline number in the description of this video. If you guys need help with addiction, this helpline is amazing. This woman named Linda Martino is part of the reason, a big reason as to why I got sober. They answer between 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. every day, and they will help you with either getting into detox, getting into a rehab, or maybe get into a halfway house. You know, whatever you need, they will help you with. So like I said, I'll leave that number in the description. I'll see you guys next time, and have a good night.